go.
This is Anglia Television, broadcasting to the east of England on channels 6, 7 and 11 from the Sandy Heath, Belmont and Mendlesham transmitters of the Independent Television Authority.
Now, Jim Dale plays Spike Milligan, and Spike Milligan plays Spike Milligan's dad in the Saturday Late film, Adolf Hitler, My Part in His Downfall.
Good evening, you're watching Anglia Television.
This is Border Television, broadcasting to Cumbria, South Scotland, the Isle of Man and North and West Northumberland from the Colbeck, Selkirk and associated transmitters of the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
At 6 o'clock tonight here on Border, the region's news in Look Around. First though, time to join John Suchet at the studios of ITN.
We join Vanessa in 25 minutes here on Border. That's after a trip to Summer Bay.
This is Carlton. Now, a story of tragic secrets and sexual jealousy.
You're watching Carlton, part of ITV. Now, episode 3 of our gripping no-nonsense drama, Daylight Robbery.
This afternoon, Tony Francis meets the most charismatic of farmyard animals. That's Carlton Country at 20 to 2. Now, our house.
In a change to our advertised programme, it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at 8:30, and Will Karen hit the birthday jackpot at 9 in Cold Feet. This is Carlton. Tonight there's a look behind the scenes at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Is that your final answer? Can be seen at 9:30. Right now though, animation from Mickey to infinity and beyond.
Well, before the Dick Whittington panto, you can see the musical Fiddler on the Roof, starring Topple. That's at 5 to 2 tomorrow afternoon. Now on Carlton, award-winning drama starring John Thor. Good night, Mr. Tom.
Now on Carlton, Maneater meets the King of the Beasts with Us on the menu.
Good morning and welcome to Carlton Television, serving the Central Region.
Now the top stories at home and abroad are reported in the ITV Evening News at 6:30.
Now new to afternoons here on Carlton. The farmer wants a wife.
On Central, a breathtaking scenic tour through the roads of Finland. And there's comedy for Monday night's entertainment here on Central.
Taggart is closing in on the murderer. It's the final episode of Death Call, following next tonight here on Central.
Because of tonight's World in Action special, Midweek Sports Special is at the later time of 11:35, and there'll be top boxing action introduced by Nick Owen.
In a few minutes, Anthony Carthew follows the Prince and Princess of Wales on their Arabian journey.
Good morning and welcome to Central Schools. My name's Paul Vasey. I'll be with you through the day and a little way into the evening. When we'll have entertainment, it looks a little bit like this.
We're about to bid a fond farewell next on Central to a certain West Midlands motel and the characters who have become such close friends to so many of us. The very last episode of Crossroads.
40 years ago, an SAS sergeant was killed behind enemy lines. Yet only now can his widow trace the last weeks of his life. In The Human Factor, next.
It's 12:15 and time for the latest news headlines from ITN.
Peter Cook joins Michael Aspor for a chat later tonight at 9:55 when we begin a new series of Aspel and Company. But first he joins Helen Slater, Faye Dunaway, Peter O'Toole and Mia Farrow in our movie premiere, Supergirl. You're watching Central and our James Bond movie.
A box office hit usually means that movie technology has expanded yet again. Roger Rabbit is a prime example, as you can see now in Roger Rabbit and the Secret.
In an hour's time, the first in a new series of Saturday Night at the Movies presented by Tony Slattery. But first, the Secret Policeman's biggest ball.
At 10:30, tension mounts in the final of the Pearl Assurance British Open. That's our snooker later tonight. But now, it's Aspel and Company.
That was an extra programme, but now we're back on course with Cue the Music and the Chieftains. Drama following the weather. Is child lost forever? First, news from ITN. Now on Central, the mad, the bad, and the dangerous to know of Emmerdale. The coppers are a little more localised now. They have a bill. Now on Central, Cadfile investigates the Raven in the Foregate. Now on Central, Shortland Street. Now on Central, Shortland Street. Stiller's here in half an hour, dishing out some more surprises. Drama first from Sun Hill here on Central, The Bill. Now on Central, Emmerdale. Now on Central, we delve into the heart of the country. Now on Central, courtesy of Gorton and Simpson, Paul Merton. Now the late news from Central. Now the latest from Central News West, tonight with Luella Bailey.
You're watching Central, where it's time for our last visit of the week to Shortland Street.
And at the heart of the independent television network, this is Central, where your regional news team has a roundup of today's stories. Now on Central, it's a short trip to Emmerdale. Now a little comedy with Paul Merton.
Glowing eyes like stars to guide me. Is it the truth or just a dream? Seems like you're made only for me.
At 8 o'clock, more topical reports in Tonight with Trevor McDonald. Right now, though, an hour special of Emmerdale.
Good evening, you're watching Grampian Television. It's just after 10 o'clock and time for the latest news from ITN in London.
Bruce's Price is Right at 7 o'clock on Grampian, but now though it's time for the news and sports stories. North tonight. Coronation Street's in half an hour on Grampian, but now come on down. Bruce's Price is Right.
You're looking in on Channel 9, Granada.
Granada.
There's an alien at large in the Antarctic, but we'll just call it the Thing.
On Granada now, Frank Sinatra and Trevor Howard star in the World War II drama, Von Ryan's Express. This is Granada, with the news now from ITN.
Here in Granada, Michael Parkinson and team in the help squad.
Now we join Rob McLaughlin and Alison Tarpey in Brighton.
Coming down to earth with a big bump. Now on Granada, You've Been Framed. Tonight in a real spin.
Tonight at 11:10 we catch up with what's been happening in Emmerdale. Meanwhile, we go behind the scenes with Les Dennis. Now, for the next 3 hours, sit back and enjoy live coverage of the European match between Scotland and Spain with highlights of England.
This is Harlech, which provides your independent television programs, broadcasting on the transmitters of the Independent Television Authority.
Students have revenge in mind now on HTV and Campus Cops.
HTV, The Launch. Remembering magic moments on HTV. HTV, your channel for 30 years.
Our film Confidential can now be seen at 1:55. But now on HTV, half an hour later than billed, our film The Comrades of Summer, which contains strong language. In an hour, the A&E team are pushed to the limit, and that's just what's happening to the castaways now on HTV. Who can the survivors trust?
This is HTV, ITV1 in Wales. Good morning and welcome. Time now for the Premiership. ITV1 in Wales, good evening. You're watching HTV. At 11:35 tonight, Jim Carrey stars as a zany private detective in our late-night film Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Now though on HTV, action all the way, as James Bond is assigned to another mission in A View to a Kill. Plenty of action to come here on HTV at 11:15, Batman Forever. And later at 1:30, another adventure film, Gunmen. Now, a touch of frost. At 9 o'clock tonight, D.I. Jack Frost tackles a double murder investigation. First, plenty of laughs in the Brian Conley Show. Later at 11:30, take your seats at St David's Hall for musical choices. Now, tonight, with Trevor MacDonald. There's a mail chat to comedian Tim Vine and Norman Pace tomorrow afternoon. That's at 1. Now on HTV, we take to the Welsh countryside. Hugh James goes to the Brecon Beacons on his travels in Grassroots. In half an hour, the truth behind the glossy brochures in Package Holiday 2002.
You're watching HTV, a part of ITV1. Good evening. It's 6:30.
You're watching London Weekend Television, part of the ITV network.
You're watching London Weekend Television.
now Faith in the Future, comedy on LWT.
You're watching LWT with Coronation Street.
Full coverage of the Malaysian Grand Prix this weekend on LWT. Now, the road heads north. A reminder, the Rugby World Cup continues with Wales versus Australia, live at 2:20.
Right now on LWT, to get us into the party mood, Andy Peters is here with a very special birthday edition of The Weekend Show.
This is LWT, where Anna Marie Ash now has the news and sport in London tonight.
This is Scotland.
You're watching Scottish television on the ITV network.
Now we feature Ferdinand the Bull and Mickey in a collection of cartoons.
In just over 5 minutes, the Scottish weather, followed by Home and Away, and the 5:40 news. First, an extra programme, Slick Chick.
On Channel 4 at the moment, City Under the Sea, here on Scottish Today's News from ITN.
Now Nikki Doherty has the news in Scotland today.
Coming up in half an hour, it's the ITV Weekend News. That's after the new Addams Family.
You're watching Thames Television from London.
On Thames Television now, End of Empire in Viewpoint 91.
You're watching Television South. Now on this Thursday, the 16th of July, we're joined by ITN.
This is TVS, now our film, The Flight of the Phoenix.
Idents Television, Channel 8.
Good morning from Tyne Tees. In a moment we play the quiz Jeopardy. First, news of this morning.
Good morning. With the time at 9:25, I welcome you to Tyne Tees.
Hello, good morning. It's Monday the 15th of June. The time is 9:25.
Well, now over to Eric Robson for the gardening programme, Earth Movers. Welcome to Friday morning on Tyne Tees. It's now 9:25.
Now our late movie, it's 20 Chicago and the gangsters reign. The Untouchables contains strong language and scenes of violence throughout.
Right now, West Country, who will blow the whistle on Alma over in Coronation Street? Over on Channel 4, Auf Wiedersehen, Pet. Here the net is closing in the conclusion of Prime Suspect 3. Just ahead of the news from home and around the world, we have an appointment in the Valley. On Fort Brookside, here Bob Wilson introduces the match live. On West Country now, World Cup 94. Now we meet a notorious team from the criminal world in Bonnie and Clyde, The True Story.
Over on 4, it's Sybil. Here on West Country, our destination is America's deep. Jane Francis Kelly has the West Country news in 30 minutes. First, today's Global View, with the time at exactly...
Now it seems Curtis just doesn't know when to give up. Now Vanessa throws open the debate on a distressing addiction.
A wedding reception is gate-crashed by a deadly, dangerous crew. Time to usher in the equalizer.
And West Country welcomes you into the new year now with our film featuring the talents of Dudley Moore and Eddie Murphy, who together cause mayhem in the military. Fast talking is their best defence. A little later than advertised, there's a winter's tale to be told high up on the Dales. Hello, it's Friday the 17th of November and welcome to programmes from West Country, beginning shortly with Supermarket Sweep after a view ahead this morning.
This is Yorkshire Television. In an hour's time on ITV, you can spend Christmas with the Blue Watch crew in London's Burning. And that's after some classic laughs with 10 years of All Right on the Night.
Good morning, it's 9:25 on this Thursday morning. Welcome to Yorkshire Television. Let's begin with Richard and Judy.
Come home to Channel 3, Yorkshire Television.
You're watching Yorkshire Television on Channel 3. At 8:30, Chris Tarrant hosts Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but now John Leslie and Jenny Powell set the Wheel of Fortune spinning.
Now the Shadow Chancellor on today's budget.
Doesn't matter now, 'cause we'll see you in a bit. Now it's like go.